They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field to start this game off. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kendricks. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Now the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Clemson jumps to the line. Here comes the option. Keeps the legs moving. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. He'll bring it out. It's Castellanos. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
He's right on target. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Castellanos. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with the top. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Reels it in down the left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a winner in the battle of the Willamette Valley between Oregon and Oregon State. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. On the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Castellanos. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
At the 19-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got it near midfield. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down. And he's got it inside the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run.
Oklahoma, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Going up top on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Now the play fake. He's got it. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're trying to get to him. It's caught. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's going to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Clemson is quick to the line.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll toss it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Now, 4th down.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see it.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more play.
Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Oh, batted into the air and picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it at the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, picked off.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. He's got it on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a connection. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Got his man in the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Trying the left side. He breaks a tackle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Castellanos. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On second down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Townsend. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Sooners are flying down the field.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Makes his connection. Open space at the 25. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
using the quick game. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the back. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man, it's Harbor.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the third.
Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains. He wants to go deep. Holds it in on the left. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Across the 25, he's got room. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, get down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Castellanos. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10.
For the offense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooner. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner goes down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And the pummeling has started.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their 1st game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
70. Oklahoma, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's Castellanos. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find...
And down he goes back at the 3. Final play of the quarter coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got his man quickly. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. The Sooners line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think...
Afterburner's coming. Delivers the contact. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Moon. Slips away. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator.
He lets it fly. Got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
84, Oklahoma 28.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's going to throw deep right side. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the option. Quick toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Can anyone catch it? And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And he easily got the first. You know they've been running plays to set it up, and the QB knew exactly what he was going to get. Jesse, he took off through that hole, exploded, and got the big explosive play.
And now I think if you're on...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Dropping back, it's Moon. Back open in the middle. Breaks the tackle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kendricks.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. On second down, looking again to throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Touchdown, Clemson. And the punishment has been extended. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Moon. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Coming after it. Unleashes one. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Defense dropping into soft coverage. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense set for a first down play. Steps away to find some room. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all.
And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. On the option. Now the pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever